Everyone, I hope I'm able to join a choir of some sorts one day and you enjoy some singing from me, but I doubt I'll be able to match the wonderful voices of some of our young boys and girls, so let's give them another round of applause. Board of Directors of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines National Center of Technology and Innovation, Chief Executive, I did it as well. I'm really getting into that education. So, Chief Executive Officer of the NCTI, Mr. Petrus Combs, Senior Education Officer, Mr. Gibson, guest speaker, Dr. Julian Ferdinand, and all the other guests who are here this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. When I received the invitation to come to this, and I have been following the progress of this particular initiative, I'd say that it is one of the things that I'm happy falls within the portfolios of the ministry in which I'm serving. Before coming to government service, I pride myself on having tried various business ventures. Lots of them failed, some of them succeeded. And I say that to say that you're fortunate that some of the things that you are learning now are things that I had no clue about. I had no idea what to do. In fact, I know about QuickBooks after my first maybe 2 or 3 businesses failed. And the opportunity that you have here, you should not take it for granted. Yep. Just like you, I think some of you, those of you who already have a business of some sorts, let me see a hand. Just about 4 or 5 of you in the cohort. I'll tell you a quick story. My first business was actually a business within my mother's business. So my mother was actually selling popcorn, snacks, and other things, and she had a little shop by the side of the road, and I realized that she did not have Skittles, and so my thing was to put Skittles as one of the things in the shop. And what that did for me is that she was working for me because her business was already open, she was doing all the selling, but I knew how many packs came in a box, and so what it did is I maximized on an opportunity that was already there by identifying one gap, because all the other students in my class liked Skittles at the time, but my mother just wasn't selling it. A lot of us start our business ideas from just the smallest of things, and it's amazing how that can grow. That curiosity then taught me to continue to look for gaps in services and other items that may not necessarily already be fulfilled in the market space, and has taken me to provide several other ventures. About 7 years ago, I started a business called Vinci Box. Vinci Box used to find unique Vincentian items and ship it to people abroad. There are lots of people in the diaspora. How many of you have heard us saying that there are as many Vincentians in the diaspora as there are living here? You've heard that before, yes? So it must mean that they might be missing a little bit of home. And I thought, what an amazing opportunity to start a business. Well, started it, no QuickBooks. Started it, no idea of what cash flow means. It was good whilst it lasted because there was indeed the opportunity for it. But what I lacked at the time was mentorship, and you heard Dr. Ferdinand spoke about it. What I lacked as well is some of the very things that you're exposed to. And so I hope that you do not take for granted the lessons that you've learned in this initiative. I hope that you not only attend and sit on it, but you actually put it into practice. We have been talking a lot in this administration about future-proofing jobs. And what that simply means is that in the age of technology, there are lots of jobs that may become redundant, But if you future-proof by learning the skills that will actually complement the jobs of the future, you may very well find yourself providing jobs for people and being employed because of your entrepreneurial appetite and because of the skills that you have learned in this program. That being said, one of the things that we're trying to do in this administration as well is reduce silos. What does that mean? Silos just mean individual pockets. The Center for Enterprise Development, CED, is also launching very soon the entrepreneurship clubs in the school, and you are already students, and it is my hope that you do not just sit and what you have learned here in the NCTI program, but that you will join the entrepreneurship clubs in the school and that you will transfer some of the knowledge that you have learned here into that space as well, and you become presidents of those clubs, and that you truly take those ideas into functional businesses. And the amazing thing about it is into next year and beyond, you will also be having access to what we call the development bank. So if your innovative business idea is actually one that solves national problem that we have, you may very well find that you get funding for that business idea. And so when I say that we're working on breaking down silos, I truly mean that we're connecting gaps and reducing barriers so that one department could talk to the other, so that you're able to take your certificate from here and your lessons learned in the entrepreneurial club, and as you advance, you have a track record of showing that you are actually capable and competent from the lessons here, and that you can qualify for a development bank funding so that you can put your business idea into practical functioning and bring it to fruition. It is my joy to see so many participants in it. I think I also see parents here this morning. I encourage you to continue to support your young students. I continue to encourage you to invest in them. A lot of people tend to think that you're throwing away money because you don't see the end of the tunnel. But business and entrepreneurship, it's a journey. And sometimes you can start with one idea and it actually lands you in a whole other project before you actually become successful. I want to thank the hard work that is being done by the board members of the NCTI. I know that you're all eager and have been doing tremendous work, so thank you so much for the effort that you have put into this particular program. I want to especially mention Mr. Gomes. I know that you've been working overtime, and he's so elated because he comes up with several ideas and he's like, I'm thinking about doing this and I'm thinking about doing that, and it's always amazing to see when they come to fruition. And so if any of you who are here as participants of the program as well, if you have a business idea that you think can make a difference that doesn't exist, I invite you to also have a conversation with me. Let's see what ways in which we could introduce you to other people who may have similar ideas so that it can work. I do believe in the power of collaboration, and I do think that one of the things we don't see happening a lot in St. Vincent and the Grenadines is collaborative efforts. Most people love to have 100% of $0 as opposed to 20% of 20,000. And what that simply means is that you could have an idea in grammar school, and somebody at JP Eustace could actually have another idea that can marry together, and it comes to something beautiful and workable. None of us have possess all of the core competency skills that is needed to actually make a business work, and that's where partnership and collaboration comes in. And you'll be surprised to know what you can learn from other people. I'm a big ideation person. I get up and I do things. But my weakness is in trying to always hit the deadline and do it, get it done. Administrative stuff such as writing down and those sort of things has never been my strong suit. And I've worked on remedying that by employing somebody and partnering also with other people who have those strong suits. So believe me when I say that there's power in collaboration, there's power in mentorship, and there's power in learning from other people's failures. and ensuring us also that you put them into practice. I want to thank you so much for your time, and again, I apologize for having to leave. I do have to go to a scholarship function at this time, but thank you for having me, and I hope to meet some of you again at the CED entrepreneurship clubs in the schools later on this year. Thank you so much.